How's it going, lads? Welcome to the
Yeah.
Soundfield studio.
Cheers.
Alright.
I'm here with Dublin band The Shades. How's things with us?
That's
too
good.
bad.
All good, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Good, yeah. After had a little summer break there, so we're getting back into the swing of things now for
Yeah.
the
Before the summer, then obviously you guys were playing a lot of like gigging a lot, and I think you had one support slot there with Paddy Casey back in
that's
in
right.
April. Like that must have been, he's a kind of mainstay of the
Yeah.
Irish music scene. What was that like supporting
It was
him?
good. It was actually a really good
Yeah.
night. We supported them. We got up on stage with them at the end.
Ah.
We done a
Done a few
few
songs,
few
yeah.
covers at the end of the set. It was a bit of a crack. Like,
Yeah.
it was a good night. Then the week after that, we think we done our first headline show in
That's
Dublin,
right.
wasn't
Yeah. Mm.
it? Played a headline in the American Hall,
Lovely.
and that was a really good night. Packed out, wasn't it? It was a pretty good
Sold
night.
out, yeah.
So back in the swing of things now with and recording wise, you just sent off a track there to Abbey Road Studios.
That's right.
in
We've got a
London.
single that we're
Yeah.
working on at the moment, so hopefully
Yeah.
we'll have that out,
Yeah.
fairly soon.
Yeah, yeah.
We announcing a headline gig for that single there soon enough as well. Next 2 weeks, I suppose, we'll have a headline show in maybe October, is it?
I think it's October, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and no idea yet venue wise or anything, or is it all under wraps and we'll just have
We
to
keep
wait
it under
and
wraps
see?
for now,
Keep it
but
under
it'll be
wraps.
announced fairly soon.
Yeah, so anyone who wants to head along will just keep an eye on the old Facebook page.
Yeah, Facebook and Twitter and
Yeah.
the likes. Like,
all
we'll
the rest.
constantly update that, you know.
Nice one. And so obviously your the music is kind of late 50s, early 60s kind of rock music. Like you play. I've noticed that you've got a great version of John Lee Hooker's Boom Boom Boom, and you've got Long Tall Sally, all that kind of like. Which bands from that kind of era would be your favourite ones, or the ones you kind of?
Well, I think the Beatles anyway. The Beatles, Stones
Yeah.
are the two big ones. Like, and then everyone has different influences.
Yeah,
like,
everyone has
their
their
own
own
yeah,
influences.
yeah,
Like, I'd be like Dr. Feelgood, the R-Words kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Steffi would like what?
You sort of grow up listening to them when you're younger, like
Yeah.
obviously you'd start with the Beatles, but you get into Elvis,
Yeah,
Buddy
yeah.
Holly, the Beach Boys, all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff like that. So
Yeah, once you start with one,
yeah,
Yeah,
it sort of
start
expands
going-
to the rest.
want to find out more.
It's hard to
Kick on
find a
back,
bad
yeah,
band
yeah.
really in the
Yeah.
60s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like, and I was very happy to see that one of the listed influences was the Yardbirds, actually, because they'd
Yeah.
be
Oh,
one of
they're
my
right,
definite
yeah.
favourite. Like they're almost like an early kind of super group, with
Yeah.
they had,
So many good guitarists.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Like,
they had like Jeff Beck, and they had the Clapton at one stage,
Yeah.
and then
Jimmy
Jimmy
Page,
Page. It was
Yeah.
like unbelievable, three amazing guitarists.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But and do you think that kind of a lot of bands that are maybe around the same kind of I suppose playing in Dublin in particular, like yourselves, wouldn't be necessarily influenced by that kind of music? Like a lot of it seems to be kind of indie bands from maybe 2000 whatever, that they're kind of looking back. There wouldn't be too many like doing what you guys are doing at the moment, would there really?
I suppose it's fairly. I think everyone's always influenced by like the Beatles and sounds in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they mightn't sound like that the kind of sound we have, but like I think everyone's influenced by someone in the 60s. Like
Yeah.
But sound wise though, I think we'd be fairly
Unique, yeah.
unique and
Yeah.
That's what sets us apart in a way, though. I mean, as you said, a lot of them are influenced by the Arctic Monkeys or the Strokes or something like that. A lot of
Yeah.
the modern sort of bands. So
Yeah. You guys are cutting out all that and going right back to where it all began, pretty much. Like
There's still like a lot of
yeah,
modern bands now as
Yeah.
well. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just.
yeah. It's just this we kind of decided on a sound when the five of us kind of first formed together, and like
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
kind of where we all kind of agreed on, I suppose. Like, and then
yeah.
we're still influenced by like every decade, really, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
in some
yeah.
sort of way, but our sound kind of
Sound
stems
was
from like
back.
50s or 60s
Yeah.
kind of thing at the moment. Yeah.
And when you guys are getting ready for a gig before you leave your homes or whatever, and you're dressed up in all the kind of suits and gear, do your parents ever go, "Jeez, you look like your dad," or or does your dad go, "Jeez, you look like me"? Like that, no, look,
Well,
no.
I'll be getting on
Or
it.
No,
Cardiff,
no,
yeah.
Hopefully, I don't have the same dress sense as my
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah, that was just something weird I thought about the way out here. But so you also played the one or two festivals over the last while. Like you played Body and Soul, did you?
Oh, Body and Soul, yeah, that was last summer now.
Yeah. And I'd say that was an amazing kind of, like, 'cause it is one of the biggest Irish festivals.
Yeah, it's a great festival, alright. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's different from the big ones, E3 and stuff, like different
Yeah.
vibe, but like it was really good, like
Yeah, which is kind of nice as well because you can kind of take in more of what's going on.
Exactly, like,
sometimes
yeah,
Electric Picnic can be overwhelming. It's like tons of stages and whatever,
yeah.
And in terms of, I know we mentioned Paddy Casey earlier, but who's the kind of the favourite band that was on a roster with you that you've played with so far to date, like that you've joined on stage?
It's been a good few that we played with.
Really like the
probably,
Hot Sprockets. We went
Hot
down to
Sprockets would
Cork,
be one,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's part of them in Cork. That was a good night. Yeah, we had a good night after that as well. Like
They're fairly mad, aren't
yeah, the
they?
Hot Sprockets
Yeah,
was
yeah.
probably,
And
probably
they're-
favorite one that we played with now as well. As
Yeah, and they're amazing live as well.
they're
good.
Great
Yeah,
live
same-
act.
Great lads as
live.
well.
A few of us
yeah.
went to see them there the other night in the Workmans and they blew the roof off.
Yeah,
as well.
And
They're a good band, like.
I saw them at Canal Phonic, and you guys were actually playing in Toast, not mine.
Yeah,
Was that
yeah,
that
the
night?
one before us.
Yeah. And how did you find Toast? Was it kind of later on in the
Yeah, it was-
in the Saturday night?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Were people starting to get
That
a bit
was
messy
good.
at that stage?
Yeah,
Or
it was
Yeah, there was.
It was a mess, yeah,
yeah.
It was a good time to play, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone was up dancing and stuff like that.
yeah,
You know,
it was just before like things went, I think, over the top.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Did you see that video of Stomptown Brass going down?
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
After
yeah,
the
yeah.
amazing stuff. It
It's a really
was.
cool festival. Like it was a good idea. Like
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
And like already looking forward to the
so
the next
one.
one
Definitely,
next
yeah,
year.
definitely.
So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see you guys at it. But just so obviously the singles coming out, you've got the launch night. So the Facebook page is probably the best place for people to find out information about what's happening with the Shades. Really, isn't
Yeah,
it?
definitely.
Yeah, we've got plenty of plans for the next couple of months
Yeah.
up until Christmas. So we haven't really announced them yet of what the shows are or where they are and all that. But in the next couple of weeks we'll be announcing
What's
a few surprises and a few gigs and stuff like that. Like so.
But well, listen, guys, thanks a million for coming into the sound feed. It's great to have the Shades on the couch, and we'll hear more from you soon, no doubt.
Thanks
Yeah,
very much.
cheers for having us.
Thanks
Thanks.
very much, lads.